Hi, I'm Jasmine. My husband Gozier and I are expats who have lived in Morocco, India, and now Ecuador with our busy toddler. I can't wait to inspire you to travel more, try new cuisines, and become empowered through your motherhood journey. And today we're answering your burning questions while eating burning food. Again. What is up? Welcome to today's video. I know that you all really loved the last Q&A I did with my husband. So if you want to learn more about who he is, what he does, all the things, definitely check out the link in the description box and also in the cards to learn more. Today we are trying some hot sauces. Let's get started. We've got the hot sauces ranked from lowest to highest. So we are going to rank these hot sauces on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the hottest and 1 being not so hot. And we're gonna start off with the first one, but already kind of spicy. I don't know that I trust that this is supposed to be for number 1. Oh, sorry, we should start at the same time. No, I like the spout. Oh, that's gonna be, if that was hot, that would be a lot of hot sauce. 1, 2, 3. I like this one a lot.
Tasty. It's sour.
Good. First question is, do you feel like Quito is one of the most dangerous places in the world, i.e. also Latin America, as reports say Ecuador is as a whole?
Not so much. I don't think so. I think obviously my experiences are relative to me. Quito, I think, is just as dangerous as any major city. You just have to be careful where you go. Just like places in the United States, you just need to be careful where you end up. And of course, practice common sense. It doesn't matter if it's Europe, the United States, Latin America. I think generally there's a lot of hazard, security, cautious places everywhere. And then there are a lot of places you can go and you can have a relative peace of mind that you'd be okay. But even in places that you think you'd be okay, I think in Quito, there are soft target areas that might seem safe, but you just have to be mindful of your surroundings and also like have a plan while you're out. That's what I would say. Like I don't think Quito is particularly any more dangerous than any other place I've lived.
I know that there are increased security concerns just about the things that have happened in the past few months, but it's really about being smart about where you are, having good situational awareness and things like that. To me, very similar to anywhere in the world. You don't want to go out without a plan. So I like that she said that. I really like this one. This would be one that I would eat often, but we're gonna go to the next one, which is the extra hot original habanero extra hot pepper sauce.
Ooh.
Okay, this one's very peppery. Let me know in the comment section below what Colombian food is like. Is it like inherently spicy? What kinds of things would I order at a Colombian restaurant? I'm gonna go ahead and try a small little wing because you made yours look so good, and I'm gonna do a little bit. This is what I did on mine. I like your enthusiasm with the pouring. Yeah, it's good. I'm impressed. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I like that one too. That one's good. I'm glad we're doing this so we can finally eat these. And I'm gonna say this has a bit of a kick for number 2. Wow, that is very good. What do you like about working in Ecuador?
The nice thing I found like working with Ecuador is traffic is not as bad as like getting to work. It's not as bad as I've heard it can be in the region. There's certainly some frustrations, but it's not that bad. For the most part, the weather is nice during the day, and then it rains occasionally for a few minutes. But the weather is really, really nice. And some days, especially where I work, the grounds are really beautiful. The building is really nice. And so I get to enjoy that a little bit. And I think just the people. I think working with Ecuadorians have been very peaceful, very, very nice, very cordial. I engage with a lot of Ecuadorians regularly on a daily basis for my work. And I've had, one of the better experiences in working with the government in doing that kind of stuff and doing that sort of engagement. So yeah, I would say that's probably the best. That's probably the highlight. Folks I encounter every day, the people and they're mostly entrepreneurs and very ambitious young minds. But I would say that's probably the best highlight of my work.
I like that. I would say for me and the things that I do, the internet is really great. I work from home and obviously make videos and run my own business and things like that. And I need the internet. So all of you digital nomads out there or people that are looking to work from home, the internet is great. It works well. It's fast. all the things. And I really appreciate that because it gives me more flexibility to stay home, do things with my child during the day, and also, like fulfill some of those professional goals that I have. So that's really great. And then, I would say the traffic, especially during the day, like if we're going to the same place in the morning or like wow.
Sorry, I was just thinking,
you just
why are these here?
You don't want the vegetables? My gosh.
Sorry.
All right, let's make our way to number 3. I'm actually really excited about this one. This one is going to be good. I feel it in my bones. Anything Chipotle flavored is good. Look at that.
Get rid of the celery situation.
You should put some sauce on the celery. It's so good. I promise you, it's so good. It keeps falling on.
There's just too many.
I don't understand. I feel like you're being a hater. I would say while he's pouring, I'm going to say in 2024, I'm looking to have fun again on YouTube. Not that my videos in the past year or 2 haven't been fun, but like we're going to leave the celery on the table. That's all I'm going to say. 1, 2, 3. This is gonna go on everything.
It's good. It wants to get barbecue.
Yes.
Wow.
Next question while we chow down. What would you say is a challenge about living in Ecuador? And we could even expand it, living in this region of the world compared to other regions that we've lived in.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, and I'm comparing to other places, I think just the ease of getting to like vacation spaces. I think you really have to drive over an hour plus away from the city to experience that sort of thing. But we haven't also done it so much, so it's a bit of an unfair point to make. But I think metropolitan like city, there's a lot of businesses, a lot of restaurants, but if you want to get out of that, you have to drive a couple hours or fly to experience a little bit of difference. Ecuador has beaches, Ecuador has the resort areas and things like that, and perhaps they have that in Quito. I don't know. We haven't really explored that. I'll say that's one challenge. And then a lot of the same things I said were not as challenging, like traffic and weather. Those things could also become challenges depending on the year. If we have heavy rain, it knocks out electricity.
Yeah.
And so then traffic piles up. So then those things become challenges.
True. Yeah, we just recently had, what were they called? The power outages, blackout times during the days. And it's fine if you're home. It's inconvenient. And especially if it's inconvenient if you don't have like a generator or something like that. But if you needed to go somewhere, like there were times when I'd go pick him up from work, and then like it's the whole entire like section of a city that could just be shut down, not just homes. So street lights and things would just be harder to get through and to manage, and it's just a lot. But yeah, I agree with you on that. I would say for me, a challenge of living in this region in general, not just in Ecuador, but just like you said, getting to places, the cost of getting to places, I think is my biggest thing. Like plane rides from country to country, or even going back from here to the US, but I don't find that they are as cheap as they could be. That is my biggest thing. I would like to travel a little bit more from country to country and also go back home more often, but $1,000 each time to travel is, it's not cheap. So that's my challenge. Okay, let's...
For the birds.
The celery is, or the travel is?
Travel. Because they can do it for free.
Oh my gosh. I want to do this one again.
2 more left.
I know. I'm actually sad that this is almost over. Okay, that's peppery. It's gonna be good. Is it? Won't bother you guys if I don't put the tops on, although like a little crooked. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I like that one. What has been the best thing you've eaten in Ecuador, but that you ordered? So like when we get things delivered to the house.
The chimichangas we get.
Oh, I'm gonna say the same thing. Taco roll.
Taco roll.
Yep.
It's really good.
Highly recommend taco roll. And I feel like going there is probably a good experience too. It's just too convenient though. They have them delivered to the house and it's perfect and
good
fresh.
Size. Yeah, fresh. Good size. Good price.
All right. So let's go to the next one. That was easy. And my tongue is burning, so we just need to get through this before I tap out and steal your water because mine is almost done.
This is the last one.
This is the last one. Oh, sorry.
Scorpion pepper sauce.
Scorpion pepper sauce and red savina was the other one.
Okay.
Scorpion sounds dangerous. That's a lot.
I know your audience is probably going to eat you up for this, but you didn't rank any of them. They're all 3s for me. Two,
sorry.
2.5 or 3s. They're all right.
On the spice level?
They're not that hot.
I agree. They're not as hot as the other ones that we have from Hot Ones. I'd average them as well. I'm gonna put the scores on the screen. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm nervous. I want to see what his mouth does first.
Light. Maybe I don't have any taste buds.
That one's good. This one's smoky like this one is smoky. What is the best food or place that you've eaten at that you had to go out? Not ordered, but out.
That's a tough one.
You've eaten at some good places.
It's just tough because I don't have a good memory of like restaurant names, but
I'm going back for my favorite.
one place that I really liked was a restaurant at the Cabañas del Lago. That was a really good restaurant. I remember the name though. In Otavalo, yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Was she though? I don't think she was.
No, I was gonna say my favorite meal. I think I've got 2. So my favorite meal, can't even talk, was at Cabañas del Lago, their restaurant. But the first meal that we had, we ate on the patio. Do you remember that? That was good. Technically, we ordered it to our room, but it was at their restaurant. Oh, but what was that called? It was not a platos típico platos. This stuff is just getting too hot. But anyways, I'll put it on the screen because I did document that.
I thought it was a plato típico.
There's a whole lot of history behind that one. But that was good. And then one of my favorite restaurants here is Soban. And the first time we went was for his birthday. I documented that as well. I then went another time, which I also documented because it's just my favorite place, where I went with our son. And I had like a little solo date situation. And I ordered like all my favorite things. And so now that's what we order to the house because they finally have delivery. So yeah, so good. Korean food, just amazing. But yeah, so that is it. I feel like that was a very fun video. Slightly chaotic on my end, but it's all good. I feel like that's what you expect from me when I'm trying food anyways. Just a little bit of chaos, a little bit of unpredictability.
This last one was a 4.
It did increase. Can we just go through real quick? Since I messed it up, let's just give everything its rating. This was to you what?
It's probably a 2.
A 2. Yeah, it had spice. Like for it to be like a 1 on their scale, it had spice. So 2, I agree. 2. Let me say 2.5 for me. So 2 for you, 2.5 for me.
And then these 3 are 3s for me.
3. So like even spices for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I would say this one did end up being hot for me. So maybe a 3 for me. 3 for me, like a 2.7 for me. 3.5. 4.5. Yeah. I don't know where your spice tolerance has come from. Like, I feel like I used to be way better at this than you.
I understand.
Like, I could eat spicier food than you. I feel like that's documented as well. So,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know this is running so badly. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. And you guys ask him more questions so he can appear in a future video. Bye.